day 7 of 31 of Let's Talk About My Shopping Addiction. Today is July 7th, 2026. Two of you guys said that you guys like watching this horizontally. So let's try that. Let's try that today. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about how once you've acknowledged that you have a shopping addiction, it's time to stop being ashamed of it. Admitting that you have a shopping addiction is actually the first step, because think about it. How can you effectively change something that you don't acknowledge? So yes, we have a shopping addiction. Yes, we enjoy buying things. All right, we admit it. What's next? If you've been watching these videos for the last few days and you look at the comments, you realize you're not the only one dealing with this. I'm not the only one dealing with this. You're not alone. There may be some people who this is not their thing. This is not what they struggle with. And if you're one of those people, that's great. Now back to the shopaholics. There may be things that you don't struggle with that other people struggle with. I feel like we have a lot of shame for it. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have regrets. What I'm saying is, we did it. Now what do we do now? Okay, you cannot change yesterday. You can't even change an hour ago. You can't change a minute ago. So the important thing is you've acknowledged you have a shopping addiction, and we're gonna try to do better. What else can you do? If you remember, who in the Bible had a great transformation? Who lived a different life, literally night and day? Paul, who was formerly Saul. Y'all, he literally persecuted Christians, only to become a Christian later. He became the exact person that he was persecuting before. Did he acknowledge what he did in the past? Yes. Did other people acknowledge what he did in the past? Yes. Did that stop Paul from doing what he needed to do as a follower of Christ? No. Yes, he used to persecute Christians. He changed, and he made a decision to do something else. He made a decision to follow Christ. So don't think that just because you are in this moment that you can't change. But also what I want you to know is, just because you're trying to do better and not shop as much doesn't mean you don't have to shop at all. That's ultimately your decision. But for me, I've emphasized this. I'm not saying I'm never going to shop again. I'm saying I'm going to stick within a budget. I'm not saying I'll never buy a bag that doesn't fit outside of my budget. But I'm going to think and be more responsible from here on out when I spend money. I think sometimes we feel, okay, I got to do better with shopping. I'm not going to shop as much. That automatically means we're not going to shop, and that joy is going to be taken away. Listen, shopping is fun. There's nothing inherently wrong with shopping. But anything you do that can be taken to the extreme, you got to be careful about. So just because you're working on your shopping addiction doesn't mean that you still won't be able to enjoy shopping. You just have to do it within reason. There are going to be people out there who are going to say, girl, you don't need all them bags. You don't need all them clothes. And they are right. However, buying those clothes, buying those bags, that happened before right now, which means what? It's in the past. And we've already decided that we're going to try to do better. Don't let people shame you over something that you've already made a conscious decision to change. Everybody is struggling with something. That person who may be shaming you for your shopping addiction, they may be struggling with something you don't struggle with. But also use that to maybe have compassion on other people. Going through this, I realized years and years ago that this is somewhat similar to someone who has a substance addiction. It's similar, I'm assuming, in the mindset. So going through this has made me a little more compassionate on those who struggle with substance addictions, because I know what it feels like to be addicted to something. So I have a little more compassion. Am I saying that they don't need to make a change? No. What I'm saying is how I speak to them will be different. It will come from a place of compassion. So if you're on this journey with me, just know we got this. We got this. One day at a time, one step at a time. I'm always here in the comments. Again, if you want to send me a message, you can do that on Instagram or on Facebook. Find me at One Comfy Mom. We can be accountable, but we're just gonna take this thing one day at a time. It's time to stop being ashamed and use that same energy to just work on getting out of this addiction. One day at a time, one step at a time. And also I would encourage you to try to figure out what it is in your life that is causing you to have this shopping addiction. I've talked in the past, for me, it was a lot of feeling alone, lonely, not really feeling like I had a place in the world. My clothing, they kind of filled the gaps. Also, I do need to mention, I had a shopping addiction before I got addicted to these purses. Sometimes your addiction, your shopping addiction, can be triggered by something else. I was already addicted to shopping. However, last year in February of 2025, we were in an accident. We meaning me, my husband, and our kids. It's a blessing that we survived that accident. Buying those bags, it helped me deal with the thought of what could have happened. It helped me deal with the aftermath of the accident. Sometimes your addictions can be triggered by going through something. So give yourself a little grace. You have realized that you need to work on this. Now we're just gonna put one foot before the other. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. I hope this video helped you. And I'm here if you need me. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Lord willing, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.